Okay guys, I just got a few balls left, so I'll hit a few shots, and I'll try and really, because it's surprising, even as, you know, I'm pretty fit, but I have no golf fitness at the moment because I haven't been hitting balls, and I'm just quite stiff and stilted. But I'll try and hit a few full shots here now with the O'Grady process and hold that through here and try and finish low and here. And what Mac O'Grady did was he basically had his legs like that. He didn't have them pinched in like that. He had them like that. He had pressure here. He used to pinch the pressure into the insides of his legs, but he never brought them in like that. He was like that. I just hit a couple what I think are full shots. Cock it up earlier. They're just dead straight golf shots. Okay, the swing is short because I haven't been swinging a golf club. I haven't been in the gym. So I don't have any flexibility whatsoever right now. Not that I normally do have anyway. Come on, cock that up earlier, Jage. Try and get some secondary tilt. You don't need a long swing. I've never had a long swing. I've never wanted to, because I've always been placed a premium on accuracy. I've never been the bomber of the ball, but I've always had adequate length and usable length. There's not much point in having a lot of distance in the shot if it's in the rhubarb. That's not usable length. My length was always usable. Come on, Jase. And I'll try and get a little bit of that over the backswing plane into the swing, but still inside to out. Same as Bobby Jones and Sam Snead. They did. And I think Mike Austin did as well. There's a lot. Peter Thompson did. A lot of good ball strikers. It's insignificant, the plane change, but they don't go inside, more inside. Some players do, but those guys didn't, and they were all good ball strikers. Come on. That's perfect. If I could hit it like that for the rest of my life, I'd be really happy. Now that was a real emphasis in hanging on to that angle. Now I'm never going to get Hogan here because I don't hang on to that angle enough. Whereas I'm strong in the wrists, I'm not flexible. So they're all just centre cut shots. As Mo Norman said, you only need a golf club 1.5 inches wide. Did I tell you that we actually made a set of golf clubs up once? I had an old set of irons, a set of top flight blades, and I put them on the milling machine and I cut them off here, and the blade was only about 2 inches long, and we weighted it up accordingly in the back, and guys, it was amazing how well you could hit the shots. It was very daunting to look down, and if you weren't a reasonable striker, you'd have difficulty with them. If you're a good striker, and particularly with those old clubs because they had long hosels, it's just amazing. I went out and played around with them. It was just amazing. And a guy that I knew who was a good Australian player, a guy called Ted Ball, just a super player, pro, and Arnold Palmer said that he had the best short game he'd ever seen. And he had the fastest swing in the world as well. But he played with them. He actually went out he had a driving range at Bankstown here, and he went out and he had a game with them at Bankstown Golf Course. I left them with him. He had a game with them, and he said he couldn't believe it. He said they felt so solid, and the blade just didn't want to flip at all. He said it was just fantastic. And that we had some thoughts at that time that we would actually make a set of golf clubs like that, but we thought it'd be such a limited market because it would spook most people. But I gave those to a guy, and if I can get them back, I will. It'd be interesting to give you a look at them, and I haven't seen the guy for 20 years, but he's a bit of a hoarder, so he'd probably still have them. Okay, come on. Cock it up here, Jade, and then really turn that tummy. And for a mechanism to be able to control your distance, guy, you'd say, okay, I'm just going to speed this up, 2 miles an hour, 3 miles an hour, and you'll work out what that required increment is. But all I'm doing there is I'm just trying to turn that a bit quicker, that middle of the pelvis, that generator there. And they're going, when I do that, they just go another, 5 or 10 yards. And I'm not turning it. I'll try and turn this really quick, but I could miss-hit this because I haven't tried to do that. Now that was dead straight and good distance, just about 4th groove, because it's a little tough on my balance when I try and do that because I'm not used to it. And I'm trying to release it over here. This is where you want to finish, guys. You want to finish here, arms low, and that angle there. You don't want to be high arms and throw away. And that's why these balls are going so straight, because that club face is maintaining, as it comes down, it's maintaining its address orientation. Yeah. It's not this type of, which I've done, I've done my whole life, which is just a wrap over, roll over, and you can hit some really long and strong shots, but you can't hit them consistently, and you usually get what I call the power hook, where it'll just start right and then really not hook, but really draw hard. Now you can't control a shot like that because you'll never hold a green with it, especially with an iron. I like to hit this shot, which is what I call exhausted spin. It goes out to a zenith and then just falls straight down. There's no parabolics in it. Doesn't do that. So if you get a ball to go out and exhaust its spin there at the zenith, it drops straight down and it doesn't go anywhere when it hits the green. You don't want a ball coming in that's going to hit and then kick left or kick right or scoot. You just don't want that. All right, I'll hit this, see if I can hit this really, or not hit it hard, but just get maximum speed in that rotation. Wow, guys, that's the shot I'd like to hit. That, if you had 100 people here looking, see that shot, they'd all say that's a dead straight shot. But I know it's not. It just, right at the end, it just falls that way. It just falls, leaks that way, which is exactly how Tiger used to hit it, how Jack used to hit it, Trevino. That is the proper power fade. But anybody that's not seen that would think it's a dead straight golf shot, but it's not. But that was really strong, and that was 15 yards longer. That was 4-iron distance. I like this new grip in the fingers, guys. I'm really happy that I haven't hit any flubs coming back. I haven't hit one. Famous last words. That's where I want to finish. That was a really hard draw because I didn't really commit enough. I just let that just leak out as I hit it. But again, I haven't done it before, so I'm just building the program in my neural circuit, so to speak. But this strong grip, I've always been a very weak grip. This stronger grip and in the fingers is amazing. especially when you don't wear a glove. It just gives you a nice purchase. Come on. That's the one, guys. That's the one. Just don't think you'd see any shots today if I hit downrange. Sun's just not in the right place. Just wait till it goes down. After I do this video, I might wait a half hour, see if it goes down enough, and if I can get the right angle, I might hit some shots downrange so you can see the ball flight, because they're great shots. Well, self-plays is no recommendation, JH, but I like them. Come on, Jay. When I hit shots like that, I think, JH, you can play again. You could go and play again. I don't play much these days, guys. As I got older, I had lost my tolerance for slow play. And today the play is so slow, particularly, when you're going out and playing with club players and in competitions, it's just too slow for me. Because I know what I'm going to do before I get to the ball. And I just pull the club and hit it. If I've got to get there and wait around, that ain't me. And I made that decision 10 years ago. The local club here, I was booked to play with some guys, and we got on the first tee, and the fairway was sort of empty, and we got down to the second tee, and there were 4 buggies lined up there waiting to hit. And that was it for me. I just said to the guys, thanks guys, but that's enough for me. And I just got out of the buggy, took my clubs and walked back to the pro shop, and I never played again in formalised competition. I played, a fair bit socially with people, because we go out at a time when there's nobody on the course, and I live right on a golf course, and I can go out, just walk through the gate and go and play when there's no one on the course, and we do that sometimes. But that was it, guys. I remember it like it was yesterday. Of course, my buddies it was a singles match, so I wouldn't have walked off if it was a team match, but I said, guys, I just can't wait here for 15 minutes, or maybe longer. And I saw them the next day. They said the round took 5 hours and 15 minutes. On my own, guys, I can play 18 holes in about 2 hours when I go out in a buggy by myself. John Daly and I would be great partners, because we play at the same speed. Here we go. That's the shot. I don't know if you can hear it on this microphone, but that's the sound you want. That's really good impact. Wow. And what's interesting, guys, you know what I'm feeling here? Is that this is nothing. This is an afterthought. The golf club, it's nothing. This is powering everything. It's pulling my arms down, and it's creating the pressure into the golf club. I'm not trying to put any pressure in the golf club. I'm not trying to use my arms. They're just almost like they're just flapped to my sides. And it's just the rotation of the midriff that gives the power impetus into the shot. Okay, last shot. And I might wait a half an hour, guys, and see if the sun's okay. I might hit a few shots, hit a dozen shots down range, see if we can see it. Come on, Jade. Okay, they're only little 3/4 swings today, because I'm quite stiff. See if I can just make a slightly bigger backswing. That's the one. Wow. Wow. I'm so happy to come back after a layoff and hit it that good. That's really amazing. And they're all just flush city, guys. They're just wearing out the centre of the golf club. Okay, I won't bore you with any more, but if the sun's right and I can get the right aspect, I'll hit a couple down range. If not, I'll see you on the weekend. Those shots were great, weren't they?